Yeah, just really impressed with SMU, Coach Enfield and his staff and team. They're just really great competitors. They got off to a great start against us, and we were kind of on our heels there at the beginning of the game, and had to get to that first media timeout to try to, begin to whittle it down and play a little bit more like ourselves. But over the course of the game, our guys settled in, played a little bit more freely. The defense picked up a little bit. We made them take a little bit more harder shots than initially. We kept talking about what's the quality of our contest going to be throughout the night. It doesn't matter if we can't rebound. And I thought our guys, once we began to, put our arms around those two things, forcing the hard shots, coming up with the boards, we had a better chance to score on the other end. And a lot of contributors on both teams. There's no question about it. Conference play is really tough. It can go a lot of different ways. And we were very fortunate, to get out of here with a win.
Thank you, Coach. Jeff.
Ryan, you've not played in a ton of close games this year. Where did you see progress today from the last one, which was the overtime game?
Yeah, I think just the overall execution. I thought our guys did a nice job. We got to the free throw line, made our free throws, when we needed to, got the stops when we needed to, key rebounds. I think that's what it comes down to. Can you get the stop when you need it? Can you get the bucket when you need it? And I thought our guys just did really well with that tonight.
Okay. Other questions? Take one in the middle and then one in front.
Ryan, you all obviously killed them on the boards, 40 to 32, but your second chance points really, from my perspective, the difference in the game.
Yeah.
How do you see that part of it?
Yeah, I mean, certainly something that we emphasize every day and have since we first started with this team. And it's a part of our DNA. We're going to crash, and sometimes it gets us in trouble. The leak out dunk, that when they took the lead we had 4 or 5 guys down under the basket, reaching back to try to steal it. And, it could get us in trouble on occasion, but I think obviously it's a huge thing for our team.
Okay, take one in front, then Jeff.
Along those lines, you mentioned the importance of rebounding, and you did have the 40 to 32 edge. Is that a byproduct of putting up 31 threes, or did you see something in your group today that was a different kind of rebounding effort in their aggressiveness going to the glass?
No, I think it's typically just what we do. The guys just go to the rim and crash and try to get boards. And, when you're shooting longer shots, I think I saw a stat at one point in the season, we were number 1 in the country at getting those rebounds when we miss a three. And, it's just something that our team has proven to be pretty strong at. We're really working on the other side to get a little bit better on that side of defensive rebounding. And so we don't want to be just, one rebounding side team. And I think we're improving in that area, certainly.
Jeff.
Tess had some moments where he seemed a little bit out of control and out of sync, but then at the end of the game, he hit the three, hit all his free throws. What was the key for him late, and does that speak to kind of his confidence?
Yeah, part of the key is just knowing your players, and sometimes when he gets in those moments, you have to take him out of the game. And so just so he can take a deep breath, get himself back to neutral, and then go back in there. Because, one mistake can become 2, and he's not alone in that. And so Devin filled in great and did an awesome job throughout this game, played more like himself, which was really helpful for us.
Okay, we'll take one again in the middle and then one again in front.
You're on a stretch line where it took here Louisville and SMU, and then you have UNC next, I believe.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Yeah, I was going to say,
You want to take over?
if you want. In terms of just what you learned about your team, especially on a trip like this in 2 difficult places, what's your immediate takeaway from what this team did this week?
Yeah, I mean, it's huge, to win on the road. Every win on the road is like gold. And this particular group understands that if you want to compete at the highest level of the ACC and compete, for a championship, you have to win games on the road. The eventual champion will do that. And I know we're not playing, a ton of teams twice, and you have one shot at a lot, the majority of the teams that you're going to play, whether it's at home or on the road. And so you just want to put your best foot forward in each of those opportunities. And then you learn from it. Whether you win or you lose, you go home and figure out, okay, where are the areas, what are the things that we need to tweak a little bit to continue to improve, because that's the most important thing. We've got to get better over the course of the season.
Okay, we got time for 2 more. One in front and then Jeff.
So much of what SMU SMU does goes through Buki Miller, and I know he came off a flu like a week ago, but
Yeah.
you all held him to 12 points and 4 of 12 shooting. How much of your defensive game plan was built around him, and what was the key to controlling his performance today?
Yeah, I mean, it all starts with him. I mean, he's just a dynamite competitor. Really tough to prepare for. He makes shots, outside the lane that are really special because he's so fast and he dribbles under the basket. He made one today, and that's his staple. He's always doing that. He dribbles under the basket and gets back outside, and then he turns around and shoots it before you can get back to him. I thought we just encouraged our guys, number one, not to foul him. That's the key. You have to keep him off the free throw line. And I thought our guys, for the most part, did a solid job with that and get help to him. Our bigger guys are tough around the basket. We were certainly worried about, the center inside, and he certainly got us on a number of occasions, sealing in there. But we were able to force just enough misses, to escape.
Okay, Jeff.
Dallin was one of the guys covering Buki. He did not make any shots today, but he
Yeah.
had 9 assists, and he had that big block shot toward the end. What about
Yeah, Dallin's he's the ultimate competitor. He's a tremendous leader. I encouraged him. I think he was 0 for 4 or 0 for 5, and I was like, hey, keep shooting, dude. You're going to be fine. And he ended up not being fine in this particular game, but he will be fine. But he understands, like, he does so many other things, for our team. He, in a lot of ways, he's the foundation, especially in a first year. There's not a better player to have on your side when you're first coming in. And I'm really proud of what he's able to do, what he's done, for our program, so far at Virginia.
Thank you, Coach.
Thanks.